Okay, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on So Many Levels. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Woohoo!
I'm Christiana Ellis, and I am the Dungeon Master. Our players tonight, Lee Burdett as Malleus,
Boom, baby.
Millie Katie as Korakoid,
Boom, 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 boom.
Paul Weimer as Tarsus,
I am Tarsus, and I'm here to say we have some gnolls here to slay.
Nobilis as Cuspid,
Bless, baby.
and David Archambault as Kneecap.
Things? That's right.
And so we are currently missing Jason Banks as Radius, and we may or may not get him to join us later, but for now, together they are the Skeleton Crew, and last time they traveled to the gate town of Faunel. There was some initial worry because they had been forced to abandon their friend Tarsus behind at a hag's hut. But thanks to their reality glitch, he is apparently fine. So he has been replaced and rejoined you, and you travel to Faunel, which is a gate town that connects to the plane of the Beastlands. And there's not much town there anymore because what was there recently got absorbed into the Beastlands itself. And so there are a lot of awakened animals amongst miscellaneous others that are trying to reestablish a town. You, as your mission is to gather information from certain specific gate towns, you traveled to the gate with the help of an awakened sloth named Razak, who guided you to where the gate is guarded by an enormous statue. The statue gave you permission because you asked nicely, and you got the information you needed from the gate. However, when you were in the process of returning to the gate town of Faunel, you came across what looks like a bunch of gnolls that have just killed and are eating an ibex, which is a bird, but this ibex is wearing a necklace, and so you suspect it was not a wild, or it was perhaps an awakened ibex. And then, as you notice them, they notice you. So.
Baker's
and
20
look at
on
that.
initiative.
Hey.
Look at that. We just got Jason as well. Welcome,
All
Jason.
right. Gang's all here.
Hello.
Yes. So I just did the recap. So unless you feel like you also need the recap, Jason, we're rolling initiative.
No, that's fine. It's totally fine. Let's do this.
All right. So, Knoll ambush. I've got the generic map here, but you are in a jungle environment.
Jungle environment.
Yeah. So, looks like we still. Oh, let's see. I can go ahead and have roll initiative for Razak. And looks like we need Cora and Radius still. There we go. There's
That's
Radius.
weird. Because I highlighted the enrolled.
Well, you have to
see.
have your token selected when you
Yeah,
click it.
Well, and I did, but that's weird.
I
So,
don't know. I roll 20 thinks you didn't.
yeah, roll 20s like that at times.
Okay, so let's sort the initiatives, and then we'll get started. So, despite being the last to enter your number, you are actually the first to act. Cora, these gnolls have killed someone, or eating them. Now they look like they're still hungry.
Alrighty, then let me see. So do they all look like they've got the same stuff on them?
More or less,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've got, different variations of like sort of battle paint that they've got on themselves and various different like rotted pieces of salvaged armor that have decayed in differing ways, but you don't see any with any kind of they all have approximately the same sort of gear on them.
Okay.
None of them
Let's see.
distinguishes itself as any kind of a leader.
All right. I am going to move to here, and well, the Ubix is already kind of deceased, so
Yeah.
if I do spray of cards, that's not going to
Matter
It-
much to the ibex.
yeah.
No. Yeah, the ibex is not a combatant here. They are dead.
Yeah. Um. All right. So spray of cards. I'm going to cast it at second level just to get an idea of what these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 15-foot radius. I mean,
Okay.
15-foot cone.
Okay.
15-foot cone. So it'll get this one and this one.
Yeah,
But
it won't get the ones behind. However, actually, if you
well, if
no,
I
not quite.
move, yeah, like
Like if you moved like here, you could get like those four together.
But that, I mean, that's
But you've also put yourself in kind of a riskier position there.
yeah. I'm just going to stick with it. Actually, I might
you'll
do.
get two of them where you are.
Yeah. Actually, wait. I'll do that at third level because that way it's a little bit more damage.
Okay.
So they have to make deck saves.
Okay, so the two right there are going to make deck saves. The first one rolls
It's a
4.
15. It's a 15 DC.
Yeah. So that
So-
first one definitely fails. Second one got an 11. They both fail.
All right. So they are currently
Looks like 20.
blinded. Yep. 20 damage, 20 force damage,
Nice.
and blinded to the end of their next turn.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a significant hit for both of those guys. Not to mention them, they've got blood trickling into their eyes and little spectral cards sort of embedded in their face, and they're sort of,
All right. Next.
yeah.
all right.
Cuspid.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bless at third level. That gives me 5 targets, which is going to be myself and everyone except who needs it least? Uh, um, um, our kobold,
Malleus.
Malleus.
Malleus. Yeah, everyone except Malleus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna back up because
That looks ouchy.
that looks actually, and I need to preserve this spell, so getting hurt would be a bad thing. So,
All right.
yeah.
So, well done. Tarsus.
Okay. Karsus is going to cast invisibility and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. And invisibly. So
Invisibly moves to that location.
all right. I was going to put you on the GM layer to be invisible, but that's probably unnecessary. All right. Plus, you wouldn't be able to see it either. So.
I would see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay. Razak is going to hide behind a tree.
That's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
That's been
far,
good, so
we've had
thumbs up.
really good NPC.
Survival
NPC.
instincts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not always the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Razak, he's got like sloth claws, but they're claws designed for climbing and hanging from trees, not for fighting.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any other weapons. He's not gonna.
Yeah.
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 All right. Radius.
Alrighty.
Have Razak actually make a stealth check. Hide.
I will do magic missile.
at the 3 in the back.
Okay. One each for them.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 1d4s because those auto hit. I think it's probably simplest to just roll
3
1d4
damage.
and that's
Yeah.
what it is for all three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 3 damage.
Okay. So I think yeah, that's 1d4 plus 1, so they each take 3. Pew pew pew.
And I will also back up. And that'll be my turn.
All right.
Oh, by the way, what is the red circle? Is that something
That is the ibex that they're
That's
all
that's
around.
the ibex they've been munching on.
Yeah, so that's not like an enemy, that is just
Okay.
that's what they were huddled around.
Okay, I was worried more that it was something we shouldn't kill.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already dead.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Kneecap.
Okay, so the two blinded gnolls, are they looking particularly hurt or just
I would not bloodied, but those hits were significant that they took from the spray of cards.
okay? Well, I will go ahead and rage
Mm-hmm.
and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move up to there and start swinging with the one each on those two gnolls, starting with the bottom.
Okay.
And advantage because they're blinded, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Oh, an 11? Wow.
Yeah, 11 doesn't hit, unfortunately. They're kind of staggering, wheeling back and forth, and
how about a crit for the nat 20?
There's-
that'll do it.
Top
Which
one.
is that the top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
All right.
Okay. And so rolled a 10 for damage, but if we go by the minimum, then it would be minimum would be 12, which 14 plus rate for rage.
Okay, I lost the thread of that.
Our rules for crits has minimum of the dice,
Okay.
maximum dice.
Well, I think what it was is that if one die is like a D8 or something like that,
Yeah.
right? So if you roll less than one, maximum of that die, so 8,
Yeah.
then you would get 8 as a floor.
Yeah. So
if you roll more
8
than that,
plus all the bonuses is a total of 14.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 14 damage to
Alright.
that.
That one is definitely now bloodied.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't have to go reckless to get advantage on that one because there's going to be a lot of gnolls on your ass.
Yeah. And it is their turn now. So let's see. I think the blinded one is going to try. So this lower blinded one is going to try to attack you at disadvantage, Cora.
Okay.
Let's see. And it's going to it's got a glaive that it is like slashing out at you wildly. And so at disadvantage, that's a 17 for the first one.
That hits.
Okay, that's 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is only a 9, or excuse me, it's actually an 8 for the disadvantage. So that one I'm sure misses.
Yes, that misses.
Okay, so 4 slashing damage from that one. This next one here is also going to attack you with its glaive. It has, because the glaive has reach, it's attacking from 10 feet.
Okay, and I am going to
Hmm?
let's see.
I-
I think I'm going to do cutting words, which is a use of um bardic inspiration
Okay.
to lower their attack by my bardic inspiration number roll.
Okay. Um, what are the rules about that happening on a crit? Like, because it so I certainly we could imagine it. You roll the die and we would remove that much from the total. But if it's a
Right.
crit, is it still a crit? I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your cutting words then, because that would have been a crit.
Okay. Okay, take off 6,
Okay, so that's still a 19 to hit.
which still hits, but it's
Yeah.
no longer a crit.
Correct. So it's going to be 7 slashing damage instead of 13.
Yeah, that's a bit better for my long-term
Yeah. The
survivability.
Yes.
the second attack is a 16 to hit
That'll hit.
for 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
Ooh,
I am still up.
oh boy.
I should not be
Oh.
hit by one of those guys again.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. So the rest of these guys are going to try to attack Kneecap here. All of them can hit you from this range. One is attacking with disadvantage, the blinded one. So the first, I'm rolling the blinded one first because it's attacking. It's actually going to try to bite, but still disadvantage. So, wow, both rolls were a 22. So, so the 6 piercing, but you raged, right? So it would be 3. And then the second attack is only a 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, but now we get 3 glaive attacks from, 2 glaive attacks each from all of the remaining 3. So that's a 16.
That is my AC.
Okay, for 7 slashing. 13 to hit, which misses. 15 to hit, misses. 14, 14, 19. So only 2 of those 6 hit, but that one's going to do another 4 slashing damage.
Okay, and is that already reduced?
No. So so two more slashing damage from that.
And the 7 is need to
3.
reduce as well?
Yeah. Yes.
So 5 total.
All right. Okay. And that is their turn, Malleus.
Holy crap. I do not like being down here at the bottom of the turn order, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just traveling diagonally.
The swing out approach. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to manifest my tiny Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
And it's going to be the Force Ballista.
All right. Oh, did I still? I found the
no,
little photo
it's
and
the
everything.
tiny one. It's
Okay,
the tiny
so
one,
you're
so
holding
it's just
it.
a
All right.
handgun. Yeah.
I was going to say, I found the image I wanted to use, and then I still didn't make the token for it anyway, so it's moot. But yes, so you summon your handheld arcane eldritch cannon weapon thingamajig.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm going to fire on this guy who is right in front of me.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Why is roll 20 not rolling?
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of trouble with that.
Yeah. Let me reload the page real quick. Yeah, it's not rolling. I'm going to roll it manually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Oh, look at
a
that.
crit.
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay, so that is going to be 48 plus 5.
Not
And it will be
bad. Let's see those
pushed
rolls.
towards, unfortunately, it will be pushed towards Cora by 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't do any further damage
Mm-hmm.
that way.
4d8 plus 5.
Yeah. So the max 2d8 would be, 16 plus 5, 21. So yeah, it would be 21 would be the floor for that, but 26
Yep.
beats it. So yeah,
See, didn't need the blast.
substantial hit for that guy. He is instantly bloodied. Is there anything else that happens with that one?
He's pushed 5 feet backwards.
Okay.
So, or away from me. So he's actually
Yeah.
pushed towards Cora,
Mm-hmm.
which was
Whoops.
not actually my intent, but
Yeah.
That's where we are.
All right.
Oh, I have a plan.
Okay.
okay.
Well, it is your
That's
turn
good.
now. It is your turn again.
Because if I recall correctly, I can cast at any point of my movement
Yep.
Yes.
and move and continue my movement after
Quick,
casting.
the blind is it's until the start of this turn, right? So they're now
No,
not
it
blind?
was the
Until
end of
their next turn.
its turn.
Until the
Right.
end of its
So
turn.
the-
Okay,
so
so
they
they
are-
are no
anymore.
longer blinded.
Yeah, they are no longer blinded, but
That's okay. Just clarify.
let's see.
But yeah, you can absolutely like move and then cast and then move. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I am going to step.
They will make opportunity attacks if you don't disengage.
Oh, right. And I can't really afford to get hit.
You can disengage.
Right, but then
But then you can't cast.
cast.
Yeah. You could if you have a bonus action or something, but
Right. Oh, wait, let me look at
that's the risk.
Wait, let me look. Vicious Mockery isn't cat is
Hmm? Yeah.
Actually second level do I provoke by casting?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a third edition thing.
Requires a feat to do that in this one.
All right.
Yeah.
So I am going to cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself,
Okay.
which is actually a bonus action.
All right.
Right.
And walking speed increases by 10 feet. I do not provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move the space through another creature. It doesn't count. I just need to and if I end my turn in a creature space, I'm
Okay.
shunted back.
Great.
And take some damage. So, yeah, I'm casting that.
Great.
So that I can normally move without.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mhm.
All right.
And I am actually going to move through 5, 10. Back over here.
Gotcha.
That wasn't a cantrip. Actually, wait, I'll move it a little bit further back. But since that wasn't a cantrip,
Right. You can cast a cantrip still with an action.
Right. Actually, my cantrips.
Vicious Mockery?
Yeah.
Well, reliable.
Yep, I'll go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery on the one who's gotten the most damaged.
All right.
And
That's this guy.
all right, and they have to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Again, DC
Reliable.
15.
That's a 9.
So they take 7 points of damage, and if they're still up, they have disadvantage to the end of its next turn.
Okay. Yeah. It. So what do you say as your vicious mockery?
The others should be eating you because you're so ineffective.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That
So
is-
yeah,
uh,
these
I'm pretty
hyena
sure
like
that's actually
creatures are. Aw.
Oh.
Because it is supposed to be vicious.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
pretty
judging.
sure that actually is an insult to that in Null.
Yeah, sure. So, Cuspid, you're next.
All right. All right. I'm going to start off with um Sacred Flame. Let me make sure I'm in range. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, not quite. So I'm gonna move a little forward and cast Sacred Flame at the one who is also got the Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
That is a dexterity save.
Okay. And he so the vicious mockery is disadvantage on everything,
Yep.
or like saving throws, or just attack rolls?
Attack rolls.
It's
Okay.
it's the next attack roll, not it's only one.
Right.
D.
Okay, but it's not disadvantage on the saving throw.
Right.
No.
Okay.
On the
it-
next.
Yeah, it gets a 20 on the
Ah,
dex save.
all right.
I'm afraid. Yes.
Well, that's it ain't over till it's over. So I'm
Mm.
gonna cast a quickened guiding bolt
Okay.
at second level. And I'm shooting at the one that is nearest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Rolls on the way. That is a critical.
Nice.
Ooh.
So that is 10d6 damage.
Gosh,
That's pretty
that's
good.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
36 damage. And if he survives, he's sparkly. And
I was
people
gonna
get damage.
say, he is obliterated.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's that. I wanted him to die. I was hoping that one of my buddies would finish him off, but that works too.
Yeah, no, that guy is definitely dead.
Because insult,
Just
then
dissolves
injury.
into a cloud of
Mm,
it dissolves into a cloud of glitter.
yeah.
I did the insult. They followed up with the injury.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Cuspin? I don't think you probably have anything.
That's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tarsus.
Okay. Tarsus goes 30, 40, 50, 60, and then goes another 60 feet off the map.
All right.
What the hell?
What?
We'll
Okay.
find out.
Razak continues to hide behind the tree, but he kind of peeks around and then peeks back.
Yeah. We continue to salute the NPC's survival instincts.
Yeah. I'm going to make another stealth check for him. The last one was not good.
Yeah, but they're a bit occupied.
That's a
at the moment.
5. Yeah, so still not good. You basically
Still not
you look
good.
back and you see him like peeking around from the tree. Okay, Radius.
Alrighty, there are risks with reward. That is true, but this still isn't good. So I will move. Let me check the range on this first. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're totally within 90. That's cool. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip at third level.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And that should let me hit 3 of them, I think.
Is that how that spell works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be the one in front of the one surrounding our good buddy there. The one who goes next. Is that you? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Those 3.
this one, and this one.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I
that's-
mean, yeah, all of them are. He's in range for all of them, but you can pick whichever ones you want.
Yeah.
So
Just those, the one in front, behind, and to the side.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do they do? Intelligence saves?
Yep, 14.
Okay, well, they're not super great at those. Okay, the first one, the closest one gets a 1. The one to the north of
Wow.
Kneecap gets a 0. And then the one to the right of the Ibex gets a 5.
Nice. So they take
Okay.
10 points of damage, and they can only do one thing for the next round.
Okay, the one that had been previously vicious mockeried can't take it anymore and is killed. Just eyes roll back in his head and he flops over, not breathing.
Nice.
Okay, and then they're like what, scrambled or something, right?
Yeah, they can only
Action,
move,
bonus
action, bonus action.
Right.
And
Okay.
they can't take reactions until the end of their turn.
Okay.
Their next. And that'll be
Okay.
my turn.
All right. Kneecap.
Okay. Which one looks the most?
The one to your south is the most hurt.
Okay. Well, since that's nice and convenient, I'm just gonna focus attacks on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and do reckless.
Okay.
Because why not? 24 to hit
That'll hit for sure.
for 10 damage.
Okay. That one's pretty hurt.
Another 24
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Okay, he's reeling. He's almost down. He looks like he is. He's a wounded animal getting ready to do the wounded animal thing.
Another 24.
Okay.
Tickle for 3 damage.
All right. He only had 1 hit point left, so that one.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I do have an answer for your question about why not in the reckless thing, because the answer is that it's now their turn,
Yeah.
and so they're all going to roll with advantage against you now.
Yeah. I know.
All right. So the first one is attacking twice. That's a 19 for 12 slashing damage, reduced to 6. And a 24 for 5 slashing damage, reduced to 2. The next one gets a 20 for 4 slashing damage, reduced to 2. And then a crit for 8, reduced to 4. And then the third one gets a 15, which I think misses.
Yep.
And then a 22 for 7 slashing damage, reduced to 3.
Okay.
All right. They're kind of moving around to sort of encircle you a bit more.
Yeah.
But I think they're also, you get the impression these things just their breath smells like rot and decay. There's a wildness in their eyes. These things don't have any like self-preservation instincts. They're in the blood frenzy now.
Yeah.
All right. That is their turn. Malleus.
All right. Well, contrary to the fact that I was measuring stuff, I am not actually going to move because they're all in range. At least I think they're all in range. 60 feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely in range. All right, so first things first, a ray of frost on the guy on Kneecap's left.
Okay.
All right, now it decides to work. So that's
Okay.
a 24 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 11 points of cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10.
Nice.
And then bonus action Force Ballista. Same
Mhm.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just my Force Ballista that it doesn't like. Okay, in that case,
All right.
all right, never mind. I'll
Okay.
just roll it myself. I'll just type it in.
All right.
I was trying to do something fancy, but I'll just type it in. Roll d20 plus 8
If you're doing it
for
in the
18 to hit.
all right, 18 hits.
Okay, and then that is 2d8 plus 5.
You can also do the little thing that looks like a D20 on the left sidebar. You can
Yeah.
That's sometimes faster than typing, but up to you. If you want to use that.
Yeah.
All right. 13.
And 13 points of damage, and he's pushed 5 feet backwards.
Nice. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied now too. Okay. All right. I realized that after the Knoll's turn that one of them had the little scrambled effect, and so probably should have only been able to do one attack instead of two. Is that how that works?
It's
Or
taken action, bonus action.
okay, so action lets it attack twice. So yeah. All right.
Shouldn't have been able to move as well.
Well, so well,
Yeah.
that
That's
one
minor.
that one
That's
didn't
minor.
actually move anyway.
Yeah.
It's fine. So in any case, that makes it Cora, your turn again.
Alrighty. Concentration to keep the kinetic jaunt up. 10, 15. Oh, it worked really well the first time.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a concentration spell. Neat.
Yeah.
You just
So
go
I'm gonna
bouncing
move
around.
so that I am 15 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And this time they haven't really taken damage, either of them yet, right?
One of them has. The one has taken just a teeny bit. One is maybe like a third, but not bloody
All right.
yet. And it's
Okay.
Dex
I'll
again.
Yep, spray of cards. I'll do that again at third.
Okay. One got a 13, the other got a 19. So one
The 19 saves, so
Yeah.
only takes 10.
All right. So
The
that
other-
was the more hurt one is the one that saved.
Okay. So it takes 10. The other takes 20 again
And gets blinded.
and gets blinded until the end of its next turn.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And since I still have a little bit more movement left, thanks to Kinetic Jaunt,
Mm-hmm.
move back a little.
All right.
We're gonna start calling you Gambit.
Yeah, that spell so screams that tactic.
Mhm. Oh yes.
Oh, wait, and as a bonus action, Vicious Mockery, the one who's not doing well.
I mean, they're kind of all close at this point. Because the one that was more hurt took less
Got
damage.
this damage. The one who didn't get blinded,
Okay.
take wisdom check.
All right. 19.
Makes it so no damage.
No damage. All right. Cuspid.
All right. Yeah, whichever one is the most hurt, I use a first level guiding bolt.
It's not easy to tell which one it would be.
All right, then the closest one, the one
Okay.
with the purple dot.
Gotcha.
25 to hit.
That sure hits.
I rolled crap on the damage, so I'm going to use empowered spell to re-roll.
Okay.
Going to keep the 4 and roll the other 3d6. which comes out almost exactly the same, for a total of 9 points.
Yeah. Okay. That's how
But
it
he's
goes
glittery.
sometimes. All right. Cool.
Mhm.
And he is also glittery. Okay. Oh, the pink dot would have worn off, right? Like
Yeah.
that was for
Yep.
that turn. So,
On their turn, yeah.
yeah. Okay. That makes it Tarsus's turn, but you don't know what Tarsus is doing. Razdak is continuing to hide Radius.
Let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
I will actually just firebolt the one directly in front of me with the purple mark on it.
Okay. You'll have advantage against that one.
Yep.
Is that? Oh, it's not a natural 20, but a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that'll be total points of, oh wow, trash damage. 9 points.
Okay. Yeah. That one's pretty hurt at this point.
And that'll be it.
Okay. All right. That was Radius. Kneecap, you're up.
Okay. So I will come up. I'll move up to this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I will flail at the one that I mount at this bottom one,
Mm-hmm.
and just regular attack. That's an 11, which misses,
Mm-hmm.
and a natural 1.
Oh no!
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, I'll try with my sickle. That one is a crit.
There you go.
And that is so that's a minimum of 4. So that's 6. Or yeah, 6. Minimum.
Okay, that one is nearly down, but not quite.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. So on their turn, this guy is moving in, so he's close enough again to attack. The two of them that are not blinded are continuing to attack you. Not you weren't reckless that time, so just regular
Yep.
attacks against Kneecap. That's a Baker's 20 for 12 slashing damage, reduced to 6. And then a 19 for 13 slashing damage, also reduced to 6. And then the other one, 19 to hit for 9, reduced to 4. And then a 17 for 6, reduced to 3.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the blinded one thinks it knows where you are, Cora. And so it is charging forward sort of wildly to try to attack where it thought you were last time at disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's attacking at disadvantage. Wow. So it gets a 24, but the advantage roll was a crit.
Wow.
So,
Oh,
yeah. So
Okay.
that's
And
still 7 slashing damage.
I presume I get a attack of opportunity.
Was that one? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So that's a 17.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think you've been rolling with your bless bonus either. So just as a
I forgot about
Mhm.
that. So but 17 was with advantage.
Gotcha. Okay, that hits.
So that is 8 damage.
All right.
It survived long enough to hit me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one, yeah, did 7 slashing damage. Second attack, also with disadvantage, is an 8. So
All right, that one misses.
okay. All right. I think all of you see that there's maybe a little bit of a fever has broken. Like they've taken a lot of damage. They've lost half their number already. So like they kind of still did their attacks, but you feel like their morale might break with much more. Okay, Malleus, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Ray of Frost at this guy who is attacking Cora.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 15 to hit, which
Just
I don't
hits.
think hits.
It does. It
It
just
hits.
Just hits.
Okay, and that's 8 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then let's see if I can get this Eldritch Cannon to fire. Oh, it did fire this time.
All
That's a
right.
19 to hit.
For sure. Which one?
Same one
Gotcha.
for 18 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah. And
Nice.
technically you should have been rolling with advantage on both of those attacks against that guy, but you killed him
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Flat.
Yeah. So that one is blasted backwards against a tree and collapses limp. All right. Cora, you're up. There's
All right,
two
so
remaining. One
we're-
is extremely hurt. The closest one.
Let's see. So maintain the kinetic jaunt.
Mhm. Did you roll your
and-
concentration for the
Oh, for the damage.
Yeah.
No.
You would just Constitution saving throw. You're trying to get a 10 or better.
Okay. So that's a straight 20.
Mhm.
Okay, so nope, I lost it.
Oh no. Okay.
All right. Well, still.
Actually, roll a d4 because you are blessed.
Bless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bless.
right.
If you roll a 4, that you'll keep it.
And if you don't roll a 4, I can actually you.
Well, no, that's ability checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so nope, 8. So still
Yeah.
lose it, but that's okay.
Alas. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go at second level. Witch bolt, the one closest to me.
Okay.
Yep.
An 18 hits.
And so, yep.
Yeah. You briefly see a cartoon Knoll skeleton outlined in his body, and he collapses down, smoking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Exterminate.
I'll just stay here because the other one has to go through our
Kneecap
little
to
half
get-
Yeah.
kneecap to get to me. So
Sure. Yeah. All right.
actually, wait. I'll go ahead and vicious mockery him.
Okay. Yeah.
Might as well.
And
All right.
actually, it's ability checks and saving throws that Flash of Genius works on.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. So I think we can say you still have it up if you want. If
Okay.
Malleus expends use of that
Yep.
feature.
Okay.
I will do so.
That surprises
How
me.
ma-
I could have thought.
how many of
Anyway,
those
it's.
do
I
you
believe you.
get?
You're looking at it. It's a some number based on proficiency bonus, I think.
It's a +5 to the roll for ability checks and saving throws.
Got a 19 on the save.
Okay. So,
yeah, so
no
vicious.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Cuspid.
All right, there's one left there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward a little, get him into range, and use Sacred Flame.
Sacred
Dexterity saving
Flame.
throw.
Okay. Dex save. That's a 20 on the save.
Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He is wounded. He's looking a little wild-eyed in a different, more fearful way now, and he kind of ducks out of the way of that one. All right, next radius.
Ready? Only one left. Well, firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, 18 to hit
18 hits.
and damage.
13
Yeah.
looks like.
Yep, 13.
Okay, yeah, that guy is pretty hurt now, but not quite down.
Hey,
Okay.
that'll be my turn because I don't have a bonus action.
All right. Well, Kneecap, want to see if
Hmm.
you can finish this guy off?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Alright.
Take a
Walk
swing
up
at it.
and then and might as well reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 25 to hit.
For sure.
And it's for 11 damage.
Okay. How do you finish off this knoll?
Basically just big wind up and just to uppercut the jaw so it just gets get tossed up in the air.
Kneecap wins.
Nice.
Fatality.
You know.
Finish him.
All right. Yeah, he's finished. So when it's clear that there's no more active gnolls, Razak hurries over to the ibex, which is
Yeah.
not fast. So
I'll absolutely turn to the ibex and start looking at it.
yeah. So it would take a little bit for Razak to get over there, but if anyone else wanted to like do something intervening, but
Yeah, I'll like try to check to see just how far gone.
no, extremely dead and partially eaten.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would definitely like look at the necklace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like something like you don't even know if Revivify would work because it might have been too long.
Ah, okay.
You know, but like if you had like Raise Dead or something, I mean that would probably work, but it's been too long for Revivify.
Let's see. Hold on now.
Oh,
Raised dead is expensive.
It is.
I don't have raised dead, but I got animate dead.
Well, how
Oh,
about so
yeah.
Razak seems to like hurrying over with a very concerned, stricken expression on his face, and he's like, "Oh no, Oka,
Friend of
What's
yours?
this?
Oka was a storyteller and advisor to Ophelia. This is awful."
And as a
Um,
reminder, Ophelia is the leader of the herbivores, and she's an elephant.
That's correct.
yeah.
So just also as a reminder, yeah, Tarsus did not come back.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Tarsus, where are you? Hmm.
Nice dice roll, he just turned
Tarsus.
invisible.
Jungle sounds.
Hmm.
So Razak is very carefully and gently removing the beaded necklace that Oko was wearing and says, "I have to go to Heart Delta and tell Ophelia. I know you all did what you needed to do, and thank you for this. But would you come with me?"
Yeah. You, I vote. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this because it'll be safer that way.
Yep. We can absolutely do
All right. Okay.
Escort duty, start.
All right.
that.
Yeah. Is
With
it
the
definitely
slow-moving
is a video one of those
NPC.
video game escort missions where your escort walks very slowly?
Oh God. One of
Oh
Well,
those.
at least
God.
it's not one of those where you have to hide from them.
So as you are walking, Razak says, "Those gnolls are from the vile hunt. They're criminals. They kill for sport. They don't care if their prey is awakened or not."
Yeah,
They're-
and considering you have basically a connection to all the awakening all the time for animals, that's not a good thing.
Yeah. So not all animals in the area are awakened, but many
But
are,
but
right?
a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
are.
Mhm.
Yeah, it kind of seems to be
Yeah.
a part of the theme.
It definitely is. And so he continues. Their leader is Hunt Master Mick Mangehide. Our attempts to drive them away or capture them hasn't gone well.
So, how are you guys up for hiring murder hobos to take care of the problem?
Well, I don't have any money. But maybe the pack leaders or Ophelia might. So he is leading you uh, off towards where this is where the leaders of the three different packs meet. It's not in Camp Greenbrier. It's a few miles away. So, without wanting to literally belabor the idea that he's walking crazy slow, you are going some distance here. It's not like just 100 yards or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I keep an eye out behind us for Tarsus?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead
mean,
and
like, dude on his own.
make a perception check. Yeah, whoever would like to.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
No.
And is anyone else hurt besides Kneecap?
Me.
How
I
far
got a
off are you?
21 on perception.
Nice. Cora got a 27.
27.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You don't see any sign of him.
Okay, this is all right. There's one
Like-
thing about this version of you has some issues with trust and such like that, but this is going to require an answer the next time we see him.
Yeah.
Well, the next time we see him, he might have gotten his ass killed, and then we will never know.
Oh, there is that.
Okay. How bad off are you?
I am a little over bloody.
Okay.
I'm
Basically, it's like if you have something you want to use, that's fine.
I'm
but-
deciding what I'm going to use. Millie, how far down?
I'm
Oh,
down. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you-
down to like 8 out of 38.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. So everybody gather around. I'm taking 10 minutes to cast Prayer Revealing.
Okay, and
Ah, 7.
Wow.
All right. You know what? That's not so bad. I'm going to cast it again.
Y'all could take a short rest too if you wanted.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we-
it slows down the progress, but you know.
Well, we could take a short rest, and then he'll get a little bit farther, and we'll walk for 5 minutes and catch up.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
with a short rest, I can do my
Yeah, I like the
Uh,
idea that you walk ahead of him until he's just still in line of sight, and then you just wait for him to you do a whole short rest while he slowly passes you, and then he's going by on the other side. Yeah, yeah.
and um what is the thing I do when
Song of
during
Rest.
short rest? Song of Rest, that's it.
Yeah, use the thing that I get back on short rests.
So but during one of those short rests, I bolster everyone by 4 points with the short rests.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I'm back up to full.
All right.
So yeah. And I imagine as we're moving, Kneecap is kind of doing a broad perimeter around, both just keeping watch for dangers and uh you know that's how he deals with the very, very, very slow moving.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Watching for dangers, looking for any
And
signs.
Tarsus.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I'm
Go ahead and make
I
an advantage roll. So here's the other thing is that so I want everyone to just have the mental picture of this team of adventurers walking very slowly alongside a very slow walking sloth. Is that really how you spend several hours?
I
I mean, you tell me.
how heavy is he?
He's medium size.
I mean, honestly, if we're gonna talk about carrying it, Kneecap will basically say, you know, I will say, I'm on back. Because
Wait, he's
girl.
bigger than
He's
you.
he's medium sized. That would be, a strong man trying to carry a horse.
Kneecap's pretty strong. Like
Yeah.
I have
it's
a 19 strength.
yeah.
Oh wow! Really?
Well, so
Wow.
now there
but-
is for carrying weight. It does change the formula, but I feel like it would be sufficient. It's awkward from a top heavy perspective. Like the balance is awkward, but as far as being able to lift him, I think that's fine. So we can. I think you can. At first he goes, I've never been so insulted in my life. Ha, ha, just kidding. Don't mind if I do. And now you've got a sloth backpack that's bigger than you are. So I think you definitely have to take steps carefully because it would just be very easy to just topple over because all of your center
Right.
of mass is now over your head. All right. In any case, you make some progress. Sleepy rivers wind through a sprawling expanse of high grasses and fruiting trees. Giant herbivores, such as long-necked giraffes and brachiosaurs, munch on tall vegetation, while herds of bison, gazelle, and goats wander the surrounding plains. In the distance, rock formations encircle a broad crater. And I misspoke a little bit earlier when I said Heart Delta is where the three packs all meet. That's not accurate. Heart Delta is basically the base of operations for the herbivore pack.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes. So there's this big crater. Razak tells you it's called the Hollow. And it's where Ophelia addresses hundreds of gathered animals every night. And so as you make your way there, it's I think it's probably getting to be evening, but it's not quite time for the big speech yet. So you are able, with Razak has Oka's necklace, and that gets you an audience with Ophelia. And so Ophelia is an elephant. She has earrings on her big ears and like wrist bangles on her trunk. Um, and she uh, is she looks kind of a little bit tired, but kind eyes, patient, and as you gain the audience, do you just let Razek do the talking, or do you pipe in?
Um, I'll definitely will pipe in with introductions at an appropriate time. I first want to get like kind of her reaction before we go further.
Uh, she's so she greets you. She listens to Razak hear about tell her like what happened basically, that um, found Oka killed by the vile hunt. Um, you helped to recover the necklace and to drive away, or not drive away even, but to kill that particular patrol. Um, and she's very sad. She kind of you know sits down over to one side of this little clearing that she's got, and she uh, cries a little bit, tears going down her cheek, and she just says, "I'm very heartbroken to learn of Oka's loss. She was a wonderful storyteller. She helped everyone to bring meaning to the intelligence that we have now. And all of you, if you were not awakened as we are, you may have had different experiences, but when we become awakened from our previous state, the world is often a confusing place, and her stories helped us to understand things. And she gave me good advice. Thank you for, finishing the patrol that took her. I worry. The vile hunt have always been a menace, but I suspect that in this they may have been working for Ebenclaw, the leader of the
Eben?
predators.
Mm.
There was a recent skirmish with the predators. Some of them attacked a herd under my protection, and I led my people into battle, and we defeated Ebenclaw, forcing him to withdraw. He may be nursing a grudge and set the vile hunt on Oka as some kind of retribution.
It's like it was easier if it was just like one rogue group, but if they're like being sponsored, that makes everything messier.
That is my fear. Certainly, if I or any delegation from the herbivores were to confront them about it, it may just erupt in violence again. I wonder if I could entreat all of you to travel to Razortooth Rock, where Ebenclaw is headquartered, and ask or find out if he is indeed working with the vile hunt. I can reward you. And moves over to where there's some woven baskets and lifts the lid off of one with her trunk, and inside is a sort of, it's a figure of the precious stone serpentine, which is kind of greenish,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a figure of an owl, and she says, "This is a magic figurine of great power. I can offer this to you in exchange for finding this out. Either way, whether they are still operating on their own or under direction from the predators, I need to know which."
Right. Makes sense.
That seems up in our wheelhouse.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you keep an eye out for a Warforged? He's a little squirrely and he probably got lost around here somewhere, but he's overall a nice guy, but yeah.
What is a
He's around here
warforged?
somewhere.
A
Animal
mechanical
It is.
person.
It is a being made out of metal and rocks and
Oh.
wood and crystals.
Such as the entities from Automata.
Yes.
Similar.
Similar. Not like the Modrons, but yeah, it is.
I will
More
have
human
my
mechanical
animals
construct.
keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
All right. So, I think as you kind of depart the little clearing there, Razak thanks you for all your help. He's not going to go to Razortooth Rock with you.
No.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if
No.
they wanted to.
Mm-hmm. So,
Slightly dangerous.
yeah, so you are able to get directions, though. It's basically it's about 5 miles towards the spire, the center of the big circular map, from Camp Greenbrier, and so it's not too far, especially when you're able to kind of move at full speed again. And it's basically in towards this more like savanna area.
Right.
So as you are making your way in that direction, you still not sure what has become of Tarsus. But you're leaving the jungle area before things become a little bit more arid, and and then I think, as you are making your way through, an arid land of stark rock formations and rugged cliffs stretches ahead. Amid the dust, brush, and murky streams doze groups of wolves, tigers, hyenas, crocodiles, and more. To clarify, gnolls are not hyenas, they are hyena humanoids. These are hyena animals. Different.
Right.
And more. A fang-shaped peak rises at the center of the wilderness, its surface etched with paths and caves. As you have moved into this area, you definitely notice some of these predatory animals following you at a distance.
Yep.
They don't
Not
seem to be
surprised.
approaching. They're not attacking, but they are following you.
Is it obvious that these are awakened?
How would you tell?
Hmm.
They're
Well,
not. You
or
don't see them like
or
wearing
ones we're
jewelry or
passing
anything. No, yeah. So some of the others, like in the herbivores, you had seen them wearing like jewelry or items and that sort of thing. These don't seem to be adorned in that way, but
Okay. I'd say like looking for ones that might be talking, like or.
well, the ones that are following you are not talking.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I think actually I might have a handout for some of these characters. Let me see. Handout. Oh, yeah. So I do have a handout for Ophelia. me show to players. Yeah. So look at that. Got
Oh,
Very,
yeah.
little-
very stylish.
yeah.
That's the elephant.
So that was Ophelia. As you are making your way into, this rock, you were basically told Razor Tooth Rock, you can't miss it, and it's obvious. This fang-shaped peak, it's just pretty distinctive. Seems obviously like the place, and certainly you're seeing more and more of these animals, and you are not being interfered with in your travel, but you certainly are being watched by more and more as you make your way through here. And then eventually, I have a handout for Ebenclaw as well. You are put face to face with a large saber-toothed cat who's wearing a necklace of large fangs, and he is sort of lounging on a sort of not quite like Pride Rock in Lion King, but like miniature version of that, like where he's up above you, able to kind of look down at you as you are kind of ushered to a place before him, and make a perception check, everyone. Look at that, 24 from Cora, and then
22.
23 from Radius. Okay, so several of you notice that although he's got this really sort of a cultivated air of the lazy predator who is just watching you because this is all under his control, and he doesn't feel like he even needs to get up in your presence and that sort of thing. A couple of you notice that he's got some wounds that he is actually he's lying in such a way as to not hurt them and kind of try to disguise that he's injured.
Okay.
So like it's pretty good, but you notice. Like you think many wouldn't, but you did. And so as you approach, he looks and says, "My animals tell me you have come from the Heart Delta. Are you here on Ophelia's business?"
No, we came across these people who are possibly tarnishing your name.
Tarnishing my name?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
There was a group of hyenas.
No,
Knowles.
No.
Gnolls, sorry. Group of gnolls who
Ugh!
seem to think that you wanted them to kill things.
Lies! Who says so?
The gnolls themselves, they attacked us.
Just as a clarification, no, they didn't.
No,
The Knolls attacked
Oh.
you. They did not say they were doing it for.
I know.
Okay,
This is where my deception's coming
Okay, okay. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So make sure that
Yeah.
it was not a misunderstanding that you are in
Oh,
fact
no.
lying to him. Okay.
in. No, I'm doing this fairly deliberately so
Okay.
that he doesn't think we're on anyone's side, to try to get like a more
Okay.
truthful reaction out of him.
Sure. All right.
So
yeah.
Baker's 20 on my deception check.
Yeah. So I think that hearing that, he gets to his feet anyway, and you can see that he's favoring one of his hind legs a little bit, but he is in a fury. Is like, "These are lies! I despise the vile hunt! I would never stoop to lower myself to those disgusting, demon-infested mockeries of a predator."
Is it perception?
Insight.
Insight?
Is to
Insight.
see if he's.
Insight.
Yeah, is that a performance or is he?
21.
He seems legitimately pissed. This is like he is infuriated that they would try to suggest that they're associated with him. He's and again, like he does not seem like he's covering.
Gotcha. So
It's like,
It-
what
it
are they
feel-
doing? Why would they say such things? This is a lie.
maybe it's to try to cause a fight that no one needs to have. Although we wouldn't be, if you were all right with it, we wouldn't be upset at trying to deal with them for you.
Ophelia sent you, didn't she?
Yes, but I wanted to hear the truth from you. It's just more of they picked a fight with us anyway, and we might as well make sure that we only had one fight to go into. And this is me being honest and persuasive.
Why? Yeah, so
Yeah.
where I'm struggling a little bit is that you have basically told him that it was just an attack on you. You haven't said anything about Oka or
Right.
any
Well,
other.
now that
connection to
he's
anything.
brought up
Okay.
Ophelia,
Well,
it's like, yeah.
So
Uh,
I mean, he's from his perspective right now. All he knows is like the Knowles attacked random travelers and said it was his fault.
They also attacked one of her people.
And ate her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and yes, and ate her.
It is my desire that Fonel be rebuilt as a society where all sapient animals are able to embrace their true natures. But we respect the sapients. We would not do such a thing. Attacked Oka, and we would never work with the vile hunt. But I don't know why they would say that. This is not behavior we have seen from them before. There
As
is
I
a
said,
mystery afoot here.
yeah. So
yeah.
we,
Which, we like mysteries. We like solving mysteries. And we like getting back at people who attack us.
If you would seek out the vile hunt for extermination, I would have no objection to this, but I cannot direct you. We have not been able to locate their base of operations. However, Parvaz at Eagle's Eyrie, the albatross and his followers see much from their lofty perches. They may know.
Bird's eye view would definitely help. So,
Seek out any of these gnolls who would dare to put my name in their mouths, and either kill them yourselves or tell me where they are.
I think we can accomplish that.
Yep.
All right.
No need to sully your jaws with their vile flesh, after all.
They taste terrible.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Don't
we'll
want to
only
give.
chew in self-defense.
Yeah. We don't want to give you indigestion.
All right.
So
So,
we're gonna go.
yeah. You have another few hours of travel through the lands here. I think as you're making your way back out of the predator's territory, like there are fewer watching you. Like there's a few
Yeah.
who are just keeping an eye on you, but it doesn't seem to be quite so wary or assertive in this at this point. But as you travel through, you are heading into a forest of exceptionally tall trees, and in fact, these are like remarkably tall. And you're heading into redwood territory here. Um,
Mhm.
and these straight, high branched trees create a lofty canopy, and you start seeing broad nests and tree houses hiding among the branches. Below, small forest creatures scamper across shadowed trails. And so you see here and there, you know, there's various ordinary sort of birds, but then you also, you know, see that some that have markings or whatever to indicate that they might be sapient. Are that it the there's
Probably
not an obvious there's not an
Mhm.
obvious central point to go to, partly because you suspect it might be up in the trees.
Mhm.
Mhm.
probably
Okay.
at some point
Yeah.
call up to one of them with the adornments
Mm-hmm.
and ask about I ask
Talk to Parvaz.
directions to that to the
Parvaz, you want to talk to Parvaz?
Mhm.
or Parvats.
Parvaz is at Watcher's Talon, deep in the forest. I can. You all can't fly. Um, I suppose.
Um,
It's
1 second.
Right.
Did I take that? No, that's my
Um,
plan for next
actually, didn't
level.
okay. Uh,
Does Cuspid have? I could have sworn
I mean,
someone used fly in a
I've got fly. I can and
well, it's just
I
faster if
can
you can
get two
fly.
people.
Obviously, if you have to
Well,
walk,
not all of us. Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna have to walk.
All right. Well, it's and you're gesturing with a wing. It's like, it's gonna be about that way. I guess I don't know how long it takes to walk there. But it's deep in the heart of the forest. And they give you some sort of vague landmarks that are mostly described from like what they would look like from above. But as you are going to attempt to follow this bird's directions, you can have someone make a wisdom survival check. Since you would all be helping, you can pick someone to roll with advantage if you like.
All right.
I got +4 for survival.
All
Yeah,
right.
I do too.
I've got a +3, so I can definitely help.
Yeah. You want to
Alright.
roll, David?
Sure. Okay. There we go. 19.
Okay. So you are able to recognize this bird's described landmarks when you see them and able to follow their directions pretty effectively. And although it takes you another 2 hours or so to get to this place, you are able to find it without getting lost. And you get to what Watcher's Talon is, which is a petrified leafless tree, and you see that there is a number of little like platforms up in there, and you see a giant albatross wearing like a gold necklace, holding court with sapient eagles and owls and pteranodons and winged lizards, all kind of having like a council up there, and they're having what looks like a board meeting basically.
And little tables. There's a PowerPoint presentation going on
Yeah.
outside.
God.
So I'm showing you a handout now of
Yeah.
Parvaz the albatross.
I didn't know the word for a group of owls.
Parliament?
Say
Parliament.
Parliament.
Yeah.
owls.
Parliament.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Yes.
owls don't usually travel in groups though, right? They're pretty solitary, aren't they?
I think like There was a while where everything was getting a name of groups, even
Yeah.
if it's
I
like
know. I mean, sure, you could still say you could come up with a name of like if you're trying to talk about owls collectively or something. I was just it doesn't matter anyway. Yes. So, um, they're busy with their meeting about 40 feet up in the air. Like up in the this upper level platform on the tree.
Well, it, is there a? I'm guessing there's probably not stairs or a ladder or anything.
Mm-mm.
No.
I was like, greetings.
I'm going to cast fly on Millie's character.
Cora.
And Cora. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. Um, so I'll fly up so that I'm at a fairly similar. Oh,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
uh,
As you fly up and you suddenly make an appearance at their meeting, you get a lot of like, surprised looks of like, A, flying humanoid, B, how dare, B, what do you want?
well, it's like I will like fly up so that I'm not like in their middle, but
No,
kind
I
of call
know.
it.
I'm
It's
just
like,
saying, like,
yeah, it's like I am trying to be a bit respectful with this.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are definitely, I think, I don't think it takes a high insight to recognize that there's a performative aspect of this. They're genuinely surprised, but there's also a little bit of like, we're very important birds having a very important meeting. How dare you interrupt us? But also, what do you want? That.
Okay. All right. It's like, greetings. We've encountered what seems to be a problem for perhaps this entire region, and if we could get some help in locating them, um, might be able to solve some issues for a lot of the individuals living here. We're looking for the uh, whatever the
Vile
name,
Hunt.
the vile hunt to deal with them. They attacked my friends and I.
Mhm.
Well, why is that our problem?
Um, maybe it's not a problem for you, but wouldn't things
It's
be
not.
easy?
The vile hunt leaves us alone. For the most part, we can fly away.
Um, true. But wouldn't it be easier if they were a problem for no one?
My concern here is I don't want them to be a problem for me. And so our current course of doing nothing maintains that status quo.
But if they are in your forest, don't they like perhaps go after your hatchlings?
Nope.
Because
We put our nests where they're safe.
they're humanoid in shape. They can climb.
I'm telling you, the vile hunt has not been a problem for us. I don't care what they are doing to other people or other whatever. They're not my problem. And you are not persuading me why they should be. I honestly, if you don't have anything else, then perhaps you should move along.
Well, they've
You find location yet?
give me a moment. Um, well, they already attacked and ate the herb of one of the herbivore. Um, into I'm forgetting her name.
Oh,
I'm
Oka,
Oka.
who was an ibex.
Who was an ibex? Who's an ibex? So they don't seem to have a problem with
Oh, see, for some
attacking
reason
avians.
you know what? For some reason I was thinking an ibex was a bird. And
It's a deer.
It's not.
A
It's
deer.
a
Oh,
horned
okay.
creature. Yeah, so I was thinking of something else.
Right,
So,
never
but
mind.
in any
I
case,
wouldn't.
but yes. So I mean, oh, did we just lose someone?
Yeah, looks like Lee might have dropped off.
All right.
All right.
Okay. But so listen. Uh, yes, it's dangerous to travel around in the Vile Hunt's territory. They have not been a problem for us. I don't know why you're coming to us with this in the first place.
We just want to know where they are. So, and
And if you go there, having gotten the information from us, how do we know they wouldn't retaliate?
Because we're gonna kill them all.
You fly away and they're no, you're not out of their reach.
well,
Yes, but we can also just not help you and things stay as they are.
so is there anything you would want in return for this?
Well,
We're not above. We can definitely help in other ways for the information.
I mean, now we're having a conversation. So, you need information.
Yeah. What do you need?
Well, what have you got?
This is the player having a moment, because it's like, okay, like the other, like the predators, we could do the, well, they're besmirching their names, so predators being proud and all. So, but that's not going to work here.
I would be happy.
Well,
Yeah, we were sent by Evan Claw.
oh, and I don't, it's like, I'm trying, the way I've been trying to do this is so to not like disrupt any power balances or whatever.
Or actually, say they would have the favor of both Evan Claw and Ophelia if they helped.
Yeah, I can bring that up. That they would look favorably upon anyone who helped us get rid of the problem. And for the long-term stability of the region. But
Yeah.
so that might be of advantage to you. But other than that, like, is there a problem you want solved? You look like you were in the middle of a very important meeting.
We can solve our own problems, but so were you trying to pitch that Ophelia and Evenclaw are? Because I think David was suggesting that, but you haven't said it in chorus.
I'll try to pitch that. It's like, okay. Well, we're already helping Ophelia deal with predators that are not following the rules of what society is around here, and Avenclaw is definitely interested in us get rid of the problem of the Vile Hunt. So if you were to help us, that might help you in any future negotiations with them.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on.
Well, look, 26.
26.
Like, well,
long-term stability of the region would suggest that not being friends is better than being enemies.
Well, I do like the prospect of them owing us.
Yeah, Evan even said that if anyone were to know, it would be you. So this would just be proving that.
Oh, we do know. Yeah. And
it would prove to everyone that you have the information that everyone else wants.
Absolutely. And so, fine. I'll tell you. We, you know, we know where the Vile Hunt's camp is, and I can have one of my subordinates describe it to you. But you need to tell Ebenclaw and Ophelia that we're the ones that helped you. You couldn't have done it without us.
Definitely, we wouldn't have been able to find them without you.
All right, then.
So, perhaps ask if any of your subordinates who aren't quite so high flying can give us directions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm saying we're busy. I'm going to send you down there, and I'll have someone come to you and tell you where it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is that it? Because we do have other
That's
business
it.
here.
That's all. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. And everyone will know of your intellectual superiority in information gathering.
All right.
Yes, I am laying it out thick.
Trowel.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, without there needing to be an actual in-game description of where it is, you have it marked on your map more or less, and you could find it.
Okay.
So you now know where it is. I'll remind you that what Ophelia asked you to do is to find out if the Vile Hunt was working for Ebenclaw.
Right.
Right.
So, and
So-
Ebenclaw wants you to, like, if you're going to do something, do it. But so
Right. So
you tell me
where
what your plan is. now.
where in relation to everyone is
The camp.
this camp?
It's
Is
it's
it-
a half day's travel.
Right.
Further
How
away?
about-
It's that is not important.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's more
That
of,
is not part of a mystery
Cora.
here.
Yeah.
Cora, let me raise a few observations.
Mhm.
Those gnolls were pretty nasty. I think
Oh,
we were lucky and got away without serious injury. I mean, aside from kneecap, but he always gets seriously injured. So the camp is going to have more of them than this.
Mhm.
I don't think that I'm ready to go on an assault on there right away. And we now have information about where they're located and the fact that they are not working with Ebenclaw that we can bring back to Ophelia.
Yep.
And I think we should do that.
I agree, and then we could also rest up and see if there's like we see what we can do from there on.
Right.
Yep.
This is
Oh no, I was definitely planning at least all right, we need some time to
Mhm.
regroup, rest up, and figure out what we're doing next.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to try to jump into it, like suggest we jump into it right away.
Well, even still, I was just trying to clarify. You know,
Yeah.
What's the plan from here?
So
Turn to
it's
Ophelia.
return
Let
to
her know.
Ophelia, let her
Okay.
know,
All right.
rest up, and actually maybe depending on like in relation, if we would have to go past or by the
Also, I think right now I would say that the amount of traveling around you've been doing, probably there would have needed to be a long rest in there anyway. Unless that changes anything else about what you were doing, like you would have been
No.
traveling through the night otherwise.
no, I'm figuring we definitely will need a long rest
Okay.
before
Mhm.
we try to do anything about the gnolls themselves.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And maybe
And
whatever
that's-
that
and
magic
that's-
thing,
That's if we even do that.
right? We could
I mean,
also just give, say, Ebenclaw the location and
Mhm.
perhaps
Give Ophelia the information and keep on moving.
Mhm.
well, give both of them the information so that if Ebenclaw decides to work out an attack with his own people, he can.
Hmm.
Well, I I imagine we can, if we return to Ophelia.
Let's talk to Ophelia first, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
find
Oh,
out what she has
definitely.
to say, and then make a
Okay.
decision after that.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
so we're returning to Ophelia.
Okay, so you travel back to the Heart Delta and the hollow, this crater, and she is, you know, uh, had been discussing things with a few other animals, but is eager, kind of, plods over on her giant elephant feet and says, "So, were you able to find out who holds the Vile Hunt's leash?"
It appears that they themselves do. Evan Claw
Well,
was.
that's not entirely true. We talked to Evanclaw, and we are convinced that he is not responsible.
Hmm.
If someone else is directing the Vile Hunt, we don't know who they might be, right, Cora?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Mhm.
I will confess I am somewhat reassured that it is not Ebenclaw. It's one thing for us to have our own squabbles over territory, but I wouldn't have thought him capable of something like this. And to hear that it was not him is reassuring to me that we may be able to patch up our differences.
Mhm.
Did you find out anything about where they might be hiding?
Yes, we did. In fact, um,
Farvax.
Yeah, Carvax gave
Parvaz.
us Carvaz gave us information as to their
Oh, you have been busy. You got
yeah,
information out of the Parvaz.
yeah.
Wonderful.
He thinks that by giving us the information, you might consider it consider that you owe him a favor.
I
But
suppose we would. Yes.
which but
In
that's up
any,
to you if you think that's an obligation that you
I
wish to take
appreciate this.
on.
First, you are owed this, and she reaches down and gives you the figurine of wondrous power, serpentine owl. So who takes it? It's a statuette of an owl that can become a giant owl for 8 hours, and it can telepathically communicate to you when it's active.
It sounds like the kind of thing that would benefit the whole group. I think that doesn't matter too much exactly who picks who uses it, but I'd like it if nobody else does.
No,
Go ahead.
I think you'll be fine.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
one thing, the Quall's Feather token, that is a one-time use thing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The figurine
Is not a one-time use.
beautiful.
Once you use it, you can't use it for another 2 days, but it's not limited otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay just having my my feather token.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that now that we have that, if like there was do we want to know about how many gnolls there are? We now could do a bit of reconnaissance from above.
I would ask, since you all seem eager to perhaps take your own retribution on the gnolls, we would like to see the gnolls dispatched as well. If you would take it upon yourselves to dispose of them, we can send you reinforcements. I can send rhinoceroses, 5 to support your attack, and reward you with 2,000 gold pieces worth of gemstones for a successful mission.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, and now after we all rise up and yada yada, let's see what support we can get from Evanclaw.
Mhm.
Make it a joint effort.
So mechanically, you can go and talk to Ebenclaw. You're not going to get the same. You're not going to get money and animals to support from both sides. If either
Okay.
side
Aw.
hears that you're already getting paid, they're going to say, "Why should I give more?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Just in case we fail, here's the information.
Yeah, so
you
I
keep
mean,
an eye
Yeah.
out.
look, they can talk to each other. They don't
Yeah.
require an intermediary.
Okay.
Okay, I
but
guess we've played too many of those video games.
Yes, we all
yes.
have.
So I guess what I'm saying, so I think Ophelia will, like, or to the extent that she is like, if you were thinking that you might double dip by going and trying to get payment from Ebenclaw as well, I don't recommend it.
I not so much payment, but to see if any of his perhaps younger followers wanted to get some experience in.
Mechanically, in the adventurer, you get help from one side
One
or the
side,
other.
yep, yeah, yeah. No, but this is this is me just saying.
Sure.
We'll probably take the rhinoceroses because those things have hit points beyond all belief.
Big horn.
And a big horn and trample and stuff like that. But
Well,
Besides, what I want is credit.
Mhm.
I am
yeah,
paying
Fair
you
enough.
to take it out on behalf of Ophelia and the herbivores.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
think that's reasonable.
yeah,
Yes.
It's good.
Let's do that.
yeah.
All right. You are given the escort of 5 sapient rhinoceri.
We would like, we would,
Go ahead.
okay. Is there, if we take a long rest now,
Mhm.
are we at all worried that the gnolls will move on from where they are to somewhere else in the meantime?
The information you were given seems to be like a hideout, not just like
Okay.
a nomadic camp.
A temporary camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think
Um,
we should do that.
Ophelia does also pass on that none of her people have seen any sign of Tarsus.
Okay.
Okay.
That ah.
Hmm.
Oh, this version is
As a player, I can't wait to find out what's going on.
Yeah. I think-
Custard is getting pretty frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
it.
It's
each
like
app
it's
and
going to
thing
be a
that
good
does have
story.
have similar feelings.
Yeah.
Like-
It's going to be a good story as players, but
Yeah.
where the
I
Yeah.
fudge are you?
I'm honestly resigned to the mystery. I'm resigned to the mystery. I'm just expecting Tarsus to just like fall out of a tree again.
There
And
is
we'll
that.
never know what was up.
All right. I'm gonna put you on a on a map for this.
But could we do the Serpentine Owl recon
I mean,
to get an idea of how many there are?
yeah. So sure. I mean, I'm just setting up the map for when an assault might happen. You can
Yeah.
tell me how you want to handle it.
I went ahead and hit the long rest button.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. There. I mean, you know where the hideout is. This is not necessarily a rush job.
Mhm.
But yeah. So I mean, you tell me what preparations you would be making.
I think.
Okay, yeah, I
Good idea.
think using the Serpentine Owl for reconnaissance to
Mm-hmm.
tell us how many there are, where their defenses are, and that kind of thing would be useful.
And travel within like 2 miles of the place, and
Oh,
then
I think it can, travel overhead at like 300 feet or so,
Mhm.
well out of range of any of their missiles, and
Yep. So go ahead
and-
and have it and whoever is someone writing it or no?
if we can do that, then yes, I think we should do that.
It's capable. We'll say it's capable of carrying one person without being slowed.
Okay. Hold on.
Whoever has the best perception check, maybe.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's not me.
I think that
plus 8.
That's
yeah,
going to be you.
that would be you.
Yep.
All right. Skill monkey, here it comes again.
Mm.
All right. So
It's a giant owl is not terribly tough. That's why I'm keeping it
yeah,
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of harm's way.
so that's only an 18.
So
I mean, I'm
I'll
only an
proceed.
18.
So with an 18, I think what you see from that range is there is a sort of disorderly camp hidden between tangled woodlands and a rugged cliff. There's bedrolls, cages, and drying racks with lots of stretched animal skins clustering around smoldering bonfires. There is a large wooden stick cage that appears to have a living triceratops in it. And you see what looks like 5 gnolls.
Okay.
You can't see much more detail than that.
Okay. I'm going to come back and then relay all this information and mention to the air if there is still an invisible Tarsus around and they wanted to do something useful.
Oh, I feel hurt.
Oh, the little called out there, Tarsus, huh?
I think if he were around, he would have been involved in the fight. I don't
Well,
I don't know if
I'm
he
still saying this just in case.
okay.
Um,
Well,
that Triceratops getting loose might be a good idea.
yeah.
I'm not counting on it, but this is just in character is like, all right,
I'm going to ask the rhinos if their community includes any triceratopses.
Um, well,
that might be missing.
I mean, I guess I don't know if there's a specific one missing. We don't keep tabs on everybody individually, but sure, we've got dinos in our community broadly.
Okay. All right. So it might be one of you. Yeah.
Well, it's a Triceratops. It's probably it's probably from this generic area anyway.
If it's in a cage, might be
Yeah.
worthwhile to let it free.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I've been kind of setting up the map here. I'll go ahead and move you all onto it. I've got you all at the bottom of the map for the moment, but certainly I want you to tell me if you're going to do any sort of tactics beyond just run up and get them.
plan. Get 'em.
Good gentleman rhino.
Hmm.
Would you consider it undignified if I were to ride on your back?
Well, ordinarily, if it was just to save you from walking, I think I would decline. But tactics, sure.
So, I'm going to go in on rhino back.
So my idea for tactics is like have, kind of, if possible, go from like, 2 rounds from one side, 2 rounds from the other side, and us and the last remaining rhino up the middle. That way,
They're not exactly stealthy.
well, I mean, like,
No.
Here's what I'm going to do. I think this is fun. I am going to give all of you let's see. Shoot, it's actually not super easy to let's see if it's easy enough
give it
to
control.
yeah. So I'm making it so that each of you can control the rhino tokens, and I'm
Okay.
going to put a different color dot on each, and I would like each of you to control your own rhino.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, as we're getting the our rhinos prepared, you guys see Radius light a candle that's in a lantern hanging on his hip.
Okay.
That's for the that's your magic candle, isn't it?
Okay, so you should be able to move the rhino tokens.
Yep.
So arrange yourselves as you would like to be arranged.
Can
And
can
then
you? Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The rhino that I have kind of chosen to be the one that I control
Mm-hmm.
is above me.
Okay.
Can you put the rhinos like down so we can?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Exactly.
I'll take the orange one because orange is my favorite color.
All right.
Yep. I did very similar with the green one.
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and put a green dot on my character
Sure.
to
Yep. That's. Yep.
as plain.
All right, I'll grab purple.
Okay, and that leaves red, I believe.
I have a couple of times now tried to open the rhino stat block and then closed it again, and there we go.
And I don't know if it happens for us or for everybody, but I get the uh, quick keys for the scores and
Yeah, yeah, you should be able to do that if you have your the rhino token selected up at the top of the screen. You should be able to get little controls for it. So charge,
Okay,
check,
yep.
score in it, save. I rolled initiative for the rhinos already, but I think instead of doing that, we'll just say that you control your rhino. You do your rhino on your turn.
Okay.
So you're all
Okay.
going to roll initiative, and you're going to have your rhino will use your initiative. So I'm removing them from the initiative tracker. I think all of you go ahead and roll initiative, and then and tell me how you're all going to approach this situation.
Um,
ooh, nice. That crit on my initiative.
Yeah.
And I have a feature,
Mm-hmm.
favored by the gods. If you fail a saving throw or miss one, oh, it's only saving throws or attack rolls. Okay, can't use
Okay.
it on initiatives. Okay,
mhm.
damn it, that would have been useful. Okay.
So, but like, what is the plan as you're approaching? Obviously, I think you recognize it's going to be hard to be stealthy on the rhinos.
Right.
That's not to
I
say
think
impossible, but if that's your approach, you're going to have to beat a hard check.
I think we should just go with the advantages that we've got and just charge in.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
Yeah. Now we can definitely say, okay, when we get there, these two are going to sweep around left, these two are going to sweep
Yeah,
around right, and this
so-
one's going to have to enter.
By all means, come up with your battle plan, but basically, they're going to hear you coming enough that it won't be a surprise round.
Right.
Right.
So yes, we're gonna crash through the undergrowth and yeah.
Okay.
Can I cast Bless on the round before we get there? Like we know this is happening. Here they are. Can I have that precast?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Can I have Bless precast?
How long does Bless last?
It's 1 minute.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to cast it at 4th level. I'm going to use my only 4th level slot, so I can get 6 targets. That's going to be all of us and on the rhino I'm riding.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, just one moment. I have to check on something here. Okay, so I think as you are all getting ready to ride into battle here,
Mm-hmm.
You have all mounted your rhinoceros. If you're all riding, I am assuming you're all riding.
No,
Sure.
No?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, how are you going
Um,
to keep up with them? They got to move of 40 feet.
Um, I'm going to activate my spell book and manifest mind,
Okay.
and my manifested mind will hang with the rhino because I can see and hear from where it's at. So
I'm not sure it can't be carried around though, right? Like that.
it is. Let's
I
see.
don't think the manifested mind, you can put it where you want, but I don't think the rhino can move it around. Otherwise, any enemy would be able to interact with it.
Oh yeah, but it does hover, so that's fine.
Like it can hover, but it can't
Yeah, yeah, no, I
move
can.
along with the rhino is the issue.
Yeah, it'll move along with the rhino, but I won't.
No, I'm saying I don't think it would. Why would it?
Oh, I can tell it to do it. Like it's
Does it what
Well,
movement
let's-
speed does it have? I don't think it has a 40-foot movement speed. I'm not trying to make this complicated
no,
on you,
yeah.
but yeah, like the nature of that feature is not something that other creatures besides you can move it around.
Yeah, it has a movement speed of 30 feet, but yeah.
So, well, I mean, so do what you want. You guys tell me what the strategy is, but the point is that like figure out what that is. We're gonna
Yeah.
roll in. We're gonna start this first round in a moment, and my assumption was that it's gonna kick off because rhinos are charging into the camp, and they would have been heard by the gnolls. And so you tell me where you are. If you're not riding, they're moving faster than you. So tell me what the plan is. And whoever
Well-
is riding, go ahead and put your token on your rhino.
I can't actually put my token on my rhino.
What do you mean you can't?
Move it on
My
top. Move it onto the space.
yeah, I can't.
You
I can't
you
move
cannot-
it. It won't go past the green one.
Okay. What? Oh shoot. It's okay. So it's got okay. It's just got borders on there, so I just have to yeah. So if you want to move them around to where there's where there's
Sorry.
whatever order you want to come in on, but yeah, it's just got
Yeah.
this map has got like can't go past this line stuff on it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can put it on there now, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can, but then I'm in the way. I'm the last in the initiative order.
Tell me what you guys want. Put the tokens wherever you want them to be. It's all okay with me, but you have to pick.
Yeah, just hang back with me. It's fine.
Okay. You should be able to move the rhino token also.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
I have character where I have token where I want to have it start.
Well, you can't. Well, okay.
Well, I mean, as close to where.
Well, I'm just saying that like you won't be able to get into like you've got a narrow path that you're going through. So you like this is more like a marching order thing, not where on the map do you want to be. Because you can't if you were like starting there like okay, this is starting to become a real pain. Everyone needs to be in one of these 5 spots down at the bottom, and you can pick which one you want to be in, but it needs to be one of these, like where you got the 3 at the bottom, and then like this. So this arrangement of rhinos, you can pick which spot you're in. That's fine.
Yep.
And radius,
I'm good.
if you are not riding the charging rhino, which is moving faster than you, what is your solution to this? You
I
can
will
be
wait
running behind. That's okay, but they will be outpacing you.
Oh no, that's fine because I'm gonna hang back and cast spells from them. I don't want to be that close, even on a rhino. That's fine. They can go without me.
They can do what they want.
But how?
Yeah.
So, but the charge is from a distance, right? So, like,
Tell him how far back he'll be.
okay. So it's
Christiana,
Okay.
how far back will he start?
okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, this is turning into a nightmare. You're right here, and it's fine. We just do it. Okay.
Okay.
Like I don't know why you're making it complicated. Okay. Okay. So, but just as you have started the charge, all of a sudden, let's see. I'm gonna roll a d6 here. Oh, you know what? Never mind. All of you, as you're moving through, this lead rhino, which is Radius's rhino, who is not riding, suddenly goes behind a tree, and when it comes back from around the tree again, Tarsus is on it.
Okay.
And it's
nice
a
of you
different
to-
Tarsus than before.
This is unexpected.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and roll initiative 2, Tarsus, but this
Okay.
is not, there's not time to have any conversation about it. The
Yeah.
charge
Nope,
is in progress.
I am in the snooze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not on the initiative tracker.
Well, okay, but so in the future, if you click your
Yes.
token when you roll initiative,
did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
you did,
yeah,
it did.
mine didn't do it either.
I
Like-
okay.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Okay, so we need a dex off between Cora and Tarsus.
My dex is -1.
Okay.
My dex is +1.
Okay.
Yep, you get it.
All right. Let me just.
I got it. So all right.
Okay.
So we are having our first round. It is kneecap. You are riding your you can squeeze past it. You can get ahead of this first one because you're first. But so you have 40 foot of movement, but you're going to have to use double for the first 10 feet if you're going to squeeze
Okay.
past
Yep.
the one Tarsus
that's-
is on.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that would be 20 feet right there.
Yep.
Okay. So gonna,
Out of 40 that it has.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I
So
think
I'm
you can
gonna
reach
go-
the closest one there.
go up to here and
Okay.
Uh,
You just
nope.
okay. You covered him. Yeah. All right.
there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And I will rage as I do that. So
Okay.
and then gonna attack.
Okay.
And
So I think it probably makes sense with a rhino charge to do that attack first.
okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, the charge is not in and of itself an attack. It's a modifier for the gore. So you
fine.
did charge 20 feet, and then you hit it with a gore attack. So roll an extra 2d8, and it'll make a strength save to avoid being knocked prone.
10. 10 extra damage.
Nice. Okay, that guy is going to take.
In
He's
addition
gonna,
to the
yeah, he's
regular
gonna
gore.
be knocked prone. So he's definitely prone. He's gonna take 25 bludgeoning damage, and is knocked prone by that
Okay.
charge.
So,
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, and I can hit it from the
Uh
with my flail, and so since it's prone, I would have advantage on it.
huh. I think actually, so I'm going to rule that this is not like a specific rule. It's a little confusing, but I think mechanically, a small person riding a big rhinoceros is not going to have advantage against a prone creature that's not on the rhino.
Okay.
If you
So
jump
as long-
off, you will. But if you stay riding, then you won't.
But okay, so just straight attack.
Yeah,
Or-
well, you see what I'm saying. Just let's think about the mental picture, right?
If to hit I need to jump off, I'll jump off.
So I think yes.
Okay, so I will jump off.
No, I'm not going to rule. No, I'll say attack with disadvantage if you're which would make a straight roll, compared
Okay.
to the advantage.
So that was a 12.
Okay,
Whatever.
a 12 will miss.
And but I have bless, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I cast bless on all of us and my rhino.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 4 to bring it up to 16.
Okay. All right. 16 hits.
Okay, that is 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and oh yeah, I get 2.
Yeah.
What? Oh, crit.
Okay.
27.
All right. Good. I'm
And that's 14 damage.
okay. The rhinos are very cool. I'm glad we're doing this, but it's also making things complicated in a way
So
that I want us to keep
that's my
trying to
turn.
keep things moving. What was the total damage? 14, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
14.
All right. Yeah, that knoll is already almost dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But it is now the knoll leader's turn. Is that right? Hang on. Let me check. What stats are they using for this? Really? That. Hang on. I need to check something because I feel like it might not have the right stats here.
I know there are a few different.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Ah, come on. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having typing problems. Okay. Dear. Okay, I'm getting a little flustered here. I apologize. Huh. Okay, well that's weird. Never mind. So I guess it is what it is. It's just the stat block is not what I would have expected for that guy. But okay. He is going to. He is going to run up and. He's going to dash to get up to here. So that is his turn. But now it is the rest of the gnolls. And the one that is was down there prone is going to stand up. And he is going to, I guess, probably attack the rhino. Okay, and then he is going to make 2 attacks with the glaive. That's a 15 to hit against the rhino, which does hit. And sorry, I got too many moving pieces now. Second attack with the glaive also hits. So that's 23 slashing damage against the rhino. And so your rhino is now bloodied, and also he gives sort of a yelping, barking cry, and the gnoll leader is able to use his reaction now to make an attack of his own. They have what is known as Incite Rampage, and so he's gonna make his own attack now. He's going to bite. And is it rolling? What is happening? There we go. He only gets an 11 to hit, though. All right, so that doesn't hit. But that is just that first Knoll's attack. These 2 Knolls are going to... so they run up here and kind of get to where there's cover behind, so the cover from anyone coming from the entrance. And they are going to fire longbows One is attacking the rhino, and the other is attacking you, Kneecap. So the first one gets an 18 and a 19 to attack the rhino for another 13 damage total, and it's pretty hurt at this point.
Oof.
Yeah.
The other one is attacking you, Kneecap. That's an 18 to hit and a 12 to hit. So the first one does 10 piercing, which is reduced to 5 for your rage.
Okay.
And then this one, I think, actually is staying up here, but he's going to actually, he's going to also try to attack the rhino. It's a 17 and a 7, so the first one hits for 8 piercing damage, and your rhino is not dead, but almost. He is down to his last hit point. He's
man.
staggering around. All right, Radius. You can't really see any of this because you're not in the clearing yet, and it's dense shrubbery.
All right.
But tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to move up to here. Oh, I'll grab him. Oh. Beep, beep, boop. Actually, no. Oh, I don't need to do that. No, I'll do what I said. Manifest mind. I'll summon my mind, and I'll do it 60 feet away from me, which will be next to the rhinoceros
Okay.
that is wobbling.
Okay, so just as for clarification, from where
Yeah.
your token is right now, you cannot see into the clearing.
I know. I don't.
Okay.
I don't need to.
All right.
I can.
Well,
I can see. I can see through the manifest mind.
okay, but you can't. You have to place it somewhere that you can see, right?
Mm,
Why? How does it? I mean, maybe not, but like you don't know it. Okay, it's fine. We'll just do it. But like, I think we need to take the layout of the map seriously, and let's try to keep the fiction honest here, right? With how this is happening, there's a narrow path with dense shrubbery on both sides, and you're charging through, and so some of this feels like it doesn't make sense. But yes, okay, you can. Let's just not belabor it. You manifest your mind in there next to the rhinoceros. It's this little green circle.
And I will use healing word on the rhinoceros.
You have
It's not a
healing word.
lot, and I don't want it to go down.
How do you have healing word? I mean, I believe you. I'm just surprised.
I took a cleric dip,
Okay, cool.
and I will cast that.
All right.
It's not a
yeah.
lot, but I don't want it to go down yet, or at least not.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm waiting for you to cast it.
Four.
Okay, good.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
And that'll be it.
Okay. All right. Cora.
All right. Looks like I cannot move the rhinoceros.
Okay, you can. Tell me what you want it to do. If it's blocking you for some reason, I can move it for you.
Okay.
But it's like you have control over the token.
Okay. So I would like to charge it towards these guys
so
if possible.
you can move it to here with 10 feet. It's going
Okay.
to cost another 20 feet to squeeze past to get to here.
Okay.
So you have 10 feet of movement remaining from there.
All right.
You can have it use its dash to get it further up, but then only you will have your action remaining.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the dash to bring it up
Okay.
further.
You should be able to move it.
Okay, now I can.
Okay.
So bring it to here.
Okay.
I'm on it, and I'm going to 4th level spray of cards on the 2 bowmen.
Okay.
They need to make me a dex save.
All right. Dex for the first one is a crit for 22. The second one gets its 10. So.
All right, so the one that's 10 takes 25 and is blinded, and the one that didn't takes 12.
All right.
And then Vicious Mockery on the one that I did not blind.
Okay. And that's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. Whoops, wrong one.
Okay.
I meant that one.
You got a 13.
13 is a
Mhm.
fail, so 3 points of damage, and is at disadvantage until
Okay.
on its next attack roll.
Gotcha. All right. Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. Tarsus.
I'm on a rhino.
Yeah. So, tell me. So this rhino, incidentally, I think there was no pre-arrangement that it would listen to you.
No. So
Yeah, this was Radius, the one that like Radius declined to ride, and so is really not obeying anybody.
okay. So do you want to decide where this rhino goes, and I just
You
go
can
with
tell.
the ride?
I will let you try to command it if you like. I will have you make a persuasion check.
I want the rhino to go charge at that one where I
Okay.
am there, so I can try to make a persuasion check for that.
So I don't think you will be able to do the charge from there because you won't be moving
Yeah.
20 feet in a straight line, but you can get it to where you can make the regular gore attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And
That
eight.
is an 8.
Yeah. I think that you know what? I think that it's going to move here instead because it's not listening to you. But
Yeah,
it is
okay.
going to actually, you know what? Never mind. Hang on. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to go up to there.
Okay. I can work with this.
Mhm.
Was that my action to make the
No.
okay. Okay.
But make the
What-
gore attack for the rhino.
Okay, I should have gotten the rhino stat block out. Oh,
No, you don't
I-
don't need to. If
Click on
you
the
just
token.
click on the token.
okay.
And click gore on the top.
Yeah.
And click.
There's a little hover
I
bar
see it.
that appears.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to hit. You did it twice, but the first one certainly hit, and it killed
15
that one.
bludgeoning.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So that one's dead.
That one's dead. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Now it's time for Tarsus to play. Tarsus casts Spirit Guardians because of course he does.
Okay. That's a 15-foot radius around you.
That is a 15-foot radius around me. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
And as a bonus action. Oh no, that's not a bonus action. Never mind. Actually, you know what is bonus action? Spiritual weapon is a bonus action. So let's manifest the burden.
Two
You can't.
spells.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
2 spells.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's it for me then.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Cuspid.
Cuspid guides her rhino 10, 20, 35 to here.
Mm-hmm.
Leans forward and casts Cure Wounds at 3rd level on the
injured rhino.
injured rhino.
Great.
Um, so 18 points of healing for that fellow.
Okay.
And then a quickened Sacred Flame on the leader.
Okay. He gets a 6.
Okay.
Hey.
Rolled nearly maximum damage, 15
Nice.
damage.
Yeah, he does not like that.
Nice.
All right, great. Okay. That was Cuspid. So Malleus, you're up.
All right, so me and my rhino
Me and my
are
rhino.
going to dash up here
Okay.
to set ourselves up for a charge attack against these guys.
All right. So recall, you have to move 20 feet in a straight line to do a charge. But, so
They could always move.
You can dash further than that and set yourself up very well.
if you're dashing, yeah.
Yeah.
You could dash
okay.
up to where the tents are, and then you'd be all set for a dash against anybody in the battlefield, like a charge against anybody. in the battlefield.
Swing around, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Use that speed for good.
All right. I think I can get up to here.
Mm-hmm.
The for Malleus's action, he is going to do his lovely pew pew,
Mm-hmm.
force ballista,
Pew
and then
pew.
as a bonus action, he is going to aim at ye old leader dude,
Okay.
and that is all right. D20 plus 8. Roll that. That's a 15 to hit, which probably doesn't hit.
It does actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then that is damage is 2d8 plus 5. So d8 2 plus 5. Roll.
Okay.
And that is 17 points of damage.
Wow. All right.
And
Yeah.
I think he's pushed closer, but he
I mean, yeah. There's
manages
nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go, so
All right,
he's not
yeah.
going to go anywhere.
Okay.
Shoved against the
Yeah.
rhino.
All right. So yes, let's keep it moving. All right. Come on.
All right, we're done.
Okay. Kneecap.
Okay. Don't really have a way of getting a charge except so Rhino friend will just score the leader. 22 to hit for 12 damage.
Yep.
And gonna shift to the side and gonna flail at the leader with a reckless because it because I can.
Yep.
That is 19 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 13 damage.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Yeah.
Okay. For 7 damage.
All right.
And sickle is 15, which
It does hit. It does hit, and you kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, the rhinos make this encounter pretty trivial, frankly. Yeah. So in any case, yes, you've killed the guy who seems to have the most fancy stuff on him.
Hey, and that
All right.
is my turn.
Great. Okay, it is the other Knoll's turn now. The one this guy here is going to make 2 longbow attacks at Malleus. The first one is with disadvantage because of the vicious mockery. Yeah, so the first one is a 12 to hit. Second one is a 15.
Nope.
Okay. He misses both. And he is going to... he's going to incite rage to let the blinded one make an extra attack, which is a glaive attack at disadvantage against Korra's rhino, which is going to miss with a 7. And then that guy's going to do his own remaining attacks, also at disadvantage. 15 and 8. So the 15 hits for 9 slashing damage against your rhino, Korra. And and then this guy up here is also firing his longbow at Malleus. That's an 11 and a 23 for 8 piercing.
Okay. All right.
All right. So that is the end of their turn. Radius. You're muted.
I muted myself. I was already unmuted and I muted myself. That's wonderful. But I will. Well, no, they killed the big guy. So.
See, that's why I was confused, is because his stats weren't really that much better than any of the others. So I was like, that's why I was confused in looking it up. It's like, really? Okay, it seems like all right. He had a little bit more hit points. That's about it.
Yeah, well, I'll just magic missile the last 3.
All right.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Good time.
Well, roll the damage for it.
2 points for each.
Okay. All right.
And I will move now that the rhinos have cleared out. I will move over, well, around. I wanted to try to move into the pathway they ran up, but there's like
Okay.
I think a border, but
Yeah, that's It's this what?
yeah, over there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Cora.
All right. Well, they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got another one of those where nope, I've only got third levels now. So, third level, spray of cards on the
Okay.
2.
All right. So the first one gets a 7, the second one gets a 10. They both fail.
So 21.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
They're
sorry.
both hurt pretty bad. Oh, wait. Okay. Is it the 21 or is it the 15?
Whatever the first one was, I
21.
apparently hit it twice by accident.
Okay.
So 21 points, and then
One is almost dead, and the other one is very hurt, and they're both blinded.
the one that's almost dead, I'll have the rhinoceros try to go ahead and gore,
All right, he does, and gores it, and it's dead.
and then I'll vicious mockery the other one.
All right.
Millie, both Vicious Mockery and Spray of Cards are spells that require an action to cast.
Oh,
Unless you
Oh.
have meta magic, you can't do that.
Oh.
I don't. So
Yeah,
never
okay.
mind.
Sorry,
on
I was
that.
assuming that vicious mockery was a bonus action the way you were using
I
it,
forgot
but that's
that one. It was.
That's okay. That's okay. You know, I didn't
Okay.
catch it either, but thank you, Noblesse.
All right, thank you.
All right. So never mind the extra vicious mockery then.
Yep.
All right.
Definitely will do meta magic for
Yeah.
next.
Okay. Then it is
Tarsus.
yep, Tarsus.
So I'm going to try to get the rhinoceros to go after the one up here. So
Yeah.
persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You nail it anyway. So you're good. It'll do what you say.
So 5, 10, 15. It's not charged. Go to here.
It'll count as a charge. It's fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go play
Mm-hmm.
Goring. Tusk damage.
Yeah. So you have to roll the gore attack, not the
Oh,
charge.
okay.
Charge
There we go.
describes it. So a 14 though doesn't
Doesn't hit?
No,
Yes.
it doesn't. The other guy had a 14, but these guys have
Wh-
15.
Well, this guy has to make a saving throw against my spirit guardians, though.
He does. Yeah. Well, doesn't he do it on his turn? I think
If
does.
he enters the first time, so he just
Well, so I think it is
or
if on his turn he enters it or starts his turn there.
right when the
Right.
creature enters.
It always
the
happens
area-
on his turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so you
that
can't
means
like
that
ride through a crowd and have it hit everybody on
Oh,
the way
boo.
through. But on
Anyway.
his turn he will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So then I will cast I'll cast Sacred Flame on him. Why not?
Okay.
Well, now you could do spiritual. All right.
Yeah, I know I could do spiritual weapon, but there's not many left. There's not
Yeah.
much points.
So he got a 10 on the dex.
Well, then he failed.
Mhm.
So he takes 6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Okay. Okay.
Tarsus 3 is here and ready to rock.
Mm-hmm. All right. Great. Cuspid, your turn.
Okay, Mr. Gentleman Rhino and I are gonna go 10, 20, 30.
That's a bonfire, by the way.
That's a bonfire? Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
Which is why I
uh,
didn't want to go charging through it.
10, 20. Okay, so we'll go up to there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Sacred Flame on the fellow who's blinded. You should have
Okay.
disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it probably sounds reasonable.
But Paul, if he rode through the bonfire on a flaming rhino, how metal would that be? Though?
He got a 15.
15 is the save, sorry.
Okay.
Um,
Well, okay. So that wasn't with disadvantage. I don't think blinded gives you disadvantage on dexterity saves, does it?
It does not.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Flying
Yeah,
creature
it's one of those ones that's a little weird, but
Okay.
yeah. You know what? It's fine. He takes it. Yeah, he's gonna take the damage.
Okay.
With disadvantage, he failed. I think it makes sense that he wouldn't even know it's coming.
Okay.
All right. That was Cuspid. Malleus.
Okay. I think Malleus is going to shoot this guy first.
Mm-hmm.
So my bonus action, Force Ballista. Dice. Come on, dice. There it is. There's the dice roller. That looks weird. Hold on. This looks weird.
Oh, you know what? I also did. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I just realized I also missed something on the encounter, but it's fine. It's all fine.
It can come out and hit us in a minute.
Yeah.
So 16, 16 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 17 points of force damage.
Mm-hmm. You're rolling high on those damage rolls.
I know.
Yeah. He's knocked
And
backwards.
yep, he's knocked backwards 5 feet. And
Lucky you
then
didn't knock him out of the spirit guardians.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. It's very guardian.
It's only 5 feet. If he was a
No,
warlock, I
it's
would have.
okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And then we're gonna come up here and attack our
Okay.
blinded guy
Right.
with a gore attack.
Yeah. So the gore is with advantage, but it's not a charge.
Right.
A 13 miss. Well, so it's yeah. Never mind. It's with advantage.
It's-
26. Yeah. You killed that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's me done.
Okay. Malleus's turn. So that's kneecap now.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think Ryan is going to charge.
So hang
Not
on.
charge, but dash.
Okay.
Kneecap is going to swing at this other one.
All right.
And yeah. Reckless. That is 19 for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then 23 for 12 damage.
Okay.
And then 25 for 6 damage.
All right. Yeah, you killed that guy.
You are a machine.
At this point, though, the sound from this cage where the Triceratops gets there's a lot of been stomping and sort of panicked snorting and everything. All of this fighting has got it really worked up, and it is at this point going to break out of the cage, and it is clearly panicked. It is going to attack Kneecap's rhino.
And now it's going to hit my spirit guardians.
Here's your
Unless it
question.
has reach. Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Unless it moves.
It's
Unless
going
it
to
does move
move
in the
into.
cage,
It
yeah.
is going to move into. But let me say this:
Okay.
would you, when you cast your spirit guardians, like, how does
No,
it
I-
know?
Yeah.
It's one thing when if it knows
I
when you
would
cast.
concentrate on the knolls. Yeah, I would concentrate on the knolls as the target.
Uh,
Yeah, I would not
I-
concentrate on the Triceratops. So
You know
therefore will
what?
not be
It's fine.
effective.
It'll make a wisdom saving throw. Like yeah. Okay. It fails. How much damage does it take to the spirit guardians?
Okay. 3d8 point. 40. Right. 16 radiant.
Okay. That does not lessen its panic.
No, I think not.
It gets a 27 to hit on Kneecap's Rhino and does 27 piercing damage, which brings your
Oh,
Rhino to 0.
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
And
Oh,
then
man.
as it tumbles to the ground, spilling Kneecap off of it, then Triceratops is going to try to stomp you.
Oh crap.
It's
Kneecap
rolling with
is dead.
advantage because you're prone. It's a 28 to hit for 23 bludgeoning, which we'll reduce to 11.
Oof.
Okay.
How you doing, Kneecap?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't. They were mostly attacking his Rhino.
Yeah.
Okay, Radius, you're up.
Alrighty. So from here, let's see. Is he within range? You say you are good health wise, right?
Oh yeah, I am no problem.
I don't think you really have line of sight on Kneecap right now, anyway.
Yeah, I'd probably be.
He is on the ground at its feet, and there are 2 rhinoceroses being ridden in between.
Yeah.
And not to mention the bonfire.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
So if that is the case, I will move here next to this guy. Oh yeah, it's the measure. Never mind. Beep. Do I have something to? Well, I will just magic missile the Triceratops. That's 3
Okay.
of the.
Why are we attacking the Triceratops? We just need to get out of its way.
All right.
I mean, it stepped on our friend.
It sure did. It killed one of the rhinoceroses.
Yeah. So that would be for 3 of 6 points.
All right. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew.
Yeah, it was 2 for
Aw.
2 but 6
Mhm.
3 for
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Malice is
That'll-
not happy with this plan.
And that'll be it.
All right.
No.
Yeah, Kneecap's not happy either.
No, Kneecap's
Yeah.
is the one in trouble. He's going to
Okay.
get squished.
That was Radius. Cora.
Put it to
I
sleep.
think your rhino says, it's panicked, and I don't think that one's sapient.
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of suggest that we like step out of the way. But such that I still have line of. Oh, it looks like it might be concentrating on Kneecap. So I am going to just go ahead and 3rd level cast Witch Bolt. Spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's only a 12 to hit though.
Okay. A 12 does not hit. Its hide is too thick.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Move out of the way.
I mean, you tell me if you're moving or anything.
Um.
If not, then it's Tarsus's turn.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have us move off
Okay.
to the side so that if
Sure.
it gets a clear lane to charge out, it can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
All right. Okay. The that makes it Tarsus's turn.
Okay, I'm going to direct the rhinoceros to move here to give give it that lane.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we'll move here. Let's get so it has the clear path to get out of this
Yeah.
clearing.
The rhino you're riding is like, Chuck, no.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't want to get anywhere near that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
gonna smash the splat. And okay. What's the range? Do I have to revivify its touch, so I can't revivify the rhinoceros.
Mm.
Okay.
Nice.
Not
So
from a
right
range, anyway.
No, not from range, not yet.
Oh.
But we have a minute before I
Yeah.
need to do it. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
this.
So
Yeah, that's all I'm doing at the moment. I'm not going to try to hurt this
All
any
right.
further.
Gotcha.
I want to get out.
Okay, Cuspid.
Okay. We are going to head around the side here, and I'm going to use thaumaturgy to cause a thunderclap behind the Triceratops
Okay.
to try to
Mm-mm.
startle it out of.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay. I'm not too good at those, but I've got some tricks up my sleeve. That's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my my favored by the gods ability to
Yeah.
add 2d4 to that.
Ooh.
and also you're you blessed yourself.
This is an ability check.
It's an ability check. So that's another 7, so it's a 17.
Wow. That makes it enough, actually. Yeah. Okay. Great. So the clap sounds and it sort of roars and it seems momentarily more scared by that than any of the rest of what's going on, and it's having a very bad day.
Yes.
Okay, that was Cuspid. Malleus.
Okay, if I ran up to Chuck, the dead rhinoceros, and cast Cure Wounds, would it be soon enough, or would that work, or does he actually need like a revivify?
Well, it's one of those weird cases where it's kind of like normally NPCs don't make death saving throws, but
Right.
I'll say yes.
Okay.
But do you
But
want to
So,
get in the way of that
but
Triceratops?
that Triceratops is about to charge and trample anything in his path.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have almost full hit points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell my
So we save
rhinoceros
the
just
revivify
stay
from
out
them.
of
I'll
his
say the
way,
revive from Malleus.
and I'm going to come up here and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Let's hope that the Triceratops doesn't kill him again. on the way
18.
by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It's 18 points, but
Okay.
yeah.
we'll cross our fingers, dude.
Mm-hmm. I think that okay. So that Malleus's turn. Kneecap, it's your turn. Chuck was your rhino.
Yeah.
He's prone, but I think if at your urging, you were also prone. I think you could
Oh, yeah.
probably stand up and maybe urge him to get out of the way.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
do that, and and actually I'll move out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Urge him to get up, and then I'll move out of the way. And if there's an attack of opportunity, maybe he'll take against me instead of Chuck.
It does not. It's now not trying to fight. It's trying to get away.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay. Move. All right. Go ahead and move the rhino. All right. Okay. Okay. What? Okay.
wait. Oh,
I moved it.
Sorry,
Okay.
I got confused.
Okay. It's all right.
got
Just leave it alone. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. Please stop moving it. I put it where I was putting it. Please stop
yeah.
moving
You.
it. Okay.
Huh,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now it is going to charge through here. Please make a dexterity saving throw, Malleus.
Apparently, Roll20 does not like to do dexterity saving throws. I got a 7.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, you're gonna get the equivalent of a stomp
Okay.
attack. That's 20 bludgeoning damage for you
Mm-hmm.
as it charges out of the clearing.
I'm still up.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
flat, but I'm still
All
up.
right.
No.
There's a
Okay.
valiant-sized pit.
Oh,
Hey,
Malleus.
Kagan, you see just this one little hand reaching up going, I'm glad I did it, but damn!
Oh God, oh, Malleus.
Radius is
Alright.
like, man, I probably should have tried command instead.
Hmm.
And then you hear the spell book. Well, of course you should have. You should have been thinking more tactically with this. Yeah. Aim, center, mass. That's what magic missiles for. It doesn't miss.
Tarsus,
Greetings.
explain yourself.
I apparently have suffered a reality glitch. You see that this Tarsus is not this Tarsus is red skinned and his eyes, one eye is red, one eye is blue.
So you don't know why the previous Tarsus ran off in the middle of a fight.
Negative.
I'm actually going to counter that a little bit.
Oh, we good? Okay.
So feel free to share as much or as little of this as you like, Tarsus. But what you remember is that in the hag's hut, you had been poisoned and paralyzed.
Right.
And they took advantage of you remaining poisoned to keep the poison up for a few days. And at one point, they were talking a lot in the other room, and you saw one of them leave the room looking like you.
Okay, I will relay this.
And then you woke up here.
Yeah, I will relay this information.
Okay, so that was not Tarsus all along.
That was the hag. One of them.
Yes, I fooled you all very nicely.
Oh,
Good job.
I'm
But
glad
Nice
here,
job.
I'm glad my suspicions were not
yeah.
for nothing.
But as just a point to have a fun moment here, where we can leave it off is, I think they have a magic walking castle. Oh, that would be
Oh no.
wonderful. So,
Are
Mhm.
we gonna have to go find the castle
I
again?
just want everyone to know. I said we should have gone back and killed.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back too.
well, you didn't though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did, and so the GM and I came up with this plan.
All
That's an
right.
awesome plan.
So,
That's awesome.
so I think that's where we will leave it for now, since we're at our finish time. But what next waits for the skeleton crew? Do they still have a walking castle? Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Also, what loot at the Knoll camp? Well, we'll find out when we return for more adventure on so many levels.
So
So
many.
many
So many
levels.
levels.